Sandra? Sandra? Sandra! He's Sonny the best. He's better than all the rest. Hello?
Hello, is that Mr. WorkTheSpace?
Yes. Who is this? Why are you calling me on Sandra's phone number?
My name is Alexander Mukin. I have bought controlling stake in Taulaw Town Football Club.
Okay. What about Sandra, though? Should I cancel her fundraiser?
She is gone. Gone forever. We have been watching and I'm impressed by what you have achieved so far.
Thank you very much, Mr. Alex. Yes, thank you. That's great.
I cannot hear you clearly. We'll have to get you a new phone soon.
Oh no, that won't be necessary. I just got this new phone recently. It's a new model, but does this mean I can expect investment? Because the coffee machine, it's not worked in about 3 seasons, and I am starting to get caffeine withdrawal.
Silence! You will get us to Football League in 2 seasons, my friend. Or there may be trouble. You will be paid handsomely with new contract. Do you understand?
Yes, Mr. Alex, sir. I'm sorry, really sorry.
If you check club bank account, you will see I have supplied initial funds.
Affirmative, sir. Yeah.
Do not let me down. Take care, Jake.
It's Jack at.
Yes, whatever, little Englishman.
Well, he seems nice. What is going on, guys? Jack here, and welcome to episode 40 of Park to Prem, here with Taulaw Town. And I can't believe what's happened. I don't know how to feel about what's happened. My head's all over the place. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. We've been taken over by a tycoon. This has never happened to me in my 20-odd years of playing Football Manager. I have never had the club that I am managing to get taken over by a tycoon, but it's happened here. Russian investor Alexander Mukin has come to Taulaw, and well, if we just have a quick look here at the landmarks, he has taken over, and he's already turned us professional. I didn't even realise that. You can see here, the inbox items just come in. I'm a little bit excited, and my head's all over the place. I wasn't expecting to start this start of Season 6 on the 30th of June, but I couldn't not record my immediate reaction to this because it's just something that is kind of unheard of in Football Manager. Shall we talk about things? First and foremost, he's taken over and then he's only gone and blooming offered us a new 3-year contract, so I like Alexander already. I mean, we'll take him up on this. He has changed some of the board visions, actually. We are not allowed to sign players over the age of 30. I mean, I don't mind that. I would love now, if we are going to have loads of money, to invest it in youth, get our training facilities and all that jazz just as good as it can be for this level. You can see, obviously, we have our training facilities being improved this year. We are offering 2-year contracts minimum to first-team players. I guess that's as a side effect of turning professional. The other club cultures here, kind of similar to what we already were having. Play attacking football, play possession football, play entertaining football, and play high-tempo pressing football. And you can see here, he's offered us a 3-year contract, so I like him. I'm going to be a bit cheeky and push for a 25% promotional wage rise, which he's fine with. I could have renegotiated some things here, but I'm not going to worry about that. The expectation this year, much like what Sandra left us with at the end of last episode, is to reach the playoffs, but then he wants EFL League 2 promotion next year, and the year after that, a top half finish. I mean, depending on the level of money we've been given, and I don't know what level of money we've been given, I feel like we should be getting promoted every year from here on out. We'll have to see what kind of money we've been offered. Anyway, you can see here we have been made fully professional. We already knew that from that previous bit, but that is fantastic news. Also, the number of staff has been increased. Not drastically, but there's a few new members of staff there, which is good stuff. Alexander has given us a little kind of intro to himself, I guess, here. He's saying thank you for his patience. Money has been invested in developing the youth training facility. The youth training facilities, and a further £1.5 million has been pumped into the club's coffers. So our facilities, let's have a look at them quickly here. We already had our stadium being expanded, and we were already improving the training facilities. But you can see here, good academy coaching, basic youth facilities. Can we ask for those to be improved? we'll get to that in a second. I'm going to be cheeky and request a load of stuff if I can. Club Vision, we've already seen this from previously. I'm not going to negotiate it because I don't think we can negotiate stuff out. It's more about adding stuff in. And, well, you can see here what he's offered us. We can negotiate this up or down. But to be honest, I'm quite happy with what he's offering. There's a few new stuff that wasn't here before previously when Sandra was around, but most of that a byproduct of the extra money and the fact we're going professional. This year, £150,000 transfer budget, wage budget only of £19,000. I say only just because that's not dissimilar to what we already had. Transfer embargo's been lifted and the transfer funds that we saw before have been added in. That changes things quite a lot. I've not been busy in the transfer market. I've signed a load of kind of scrap players. I want to say scrap players. That's a harsh way of phrasing it. But a few different Liverpool players who we talked about last time out. Obviously, last time you were here for the end of season stuff was back in, I want to say, April or May time. We've been under transfer embargo for the last month, so I've not been able to do any of my transfer business. The good news is it's only the 30th of June. The league season does not begin until Solihull Moors in over a month's time. Yeah, you can see here different cup competitions going on. Sandra's fundraiser feels a little bit, well, not needed anymore, but I can't cancel it, so it's here. We'll make use of it. It's our memory to Sandra. I'm forgetting her name. That's she's gone. She's left my mind, everyone. But no, it'll be our memory to her. And you can see Birmingham. They're just turning up on the regular. They've done it every year for us. God bless Birmingham. They've helped us out all these years, and now maybe we can repay the favour one day. We've had a few offers on players, obviously. We've been given a load of extra money, which is lovely. Let's have a look at this. £1.5 million in the bank. My eyes are welling up seeing it. That is just silly money for this level. I can't work out if I'm really, really excited about this, a bit kind of concerned that it's going to make things simpler because we'll have more money. I guess the expectations are going to be significantly higher as well, but I mean, you could see it here. Mukhin has promised that he'll stop at nothing to ensure we become a great force in domestic and continental football. That to me screams expectations are going to be ridiculously high for the next few years. Alternatively, he could be an absolute fraud and bugger off after 2 years and we'll cry. Let's test if he is a fraud, shall we, by making some requests. So, you know what, let's start with youth facilities. I want to develop players from within. They want to sign players. I can't stress how important I believe this is going to be. We could be left behind by our rivals. Look at that. He was a lot more intimidating in the phone call that I had with him. So, youth facilities, £650,000. We couldn't have dreamed of upgrading our facilities like that previously. That is a very expensive endeavour. It's actually going to be done. It's going to start in August and actually be done this year, which is good. I guess because we're not in July or August yet. Kind of training facilities, they normally wait for the season to end, but the season hasn't fully finished yet, I guess, in the eyes of facilities. Finances, right, increase the junior coaching budget. I'm going to try and force this through again. I'm noticing a pattern here. So junior coaching has been improved. Can we go for the triple? Can we improve the youth recruitment at all? We can. Right, youth recruitment. We want to stay competitive. I can't stress. I mean, will it work? 3 out of 3 question mark? Of course it will. That is, we've got the three-peat. I'm going to continue forward once more because I can't make multiple board requests on one day. But you can see here the board are delighted that we've renewed our contract. I'm sure the players are very, very happy as well. I need to reevaluate our transfer targets because I have a sneaking suspicion with us going pro now. There's going to be a lot more players interested in joining us. Let's have a look at networking, scouting range. Can we increase this? Can we force it? No, we can't. I mean, 3 out of 3 was good. We pushed our luck a little. I have repeatedly asked for a senior affiliate through the years with no success. Data analyst facilities. He's well on board with that. Alexander loves the facility upgrades and I'm already loving him. I think this could be the start of a beautiful bromance. So let's have a look at what transfers that we can do. Obviously, this is kind of some of the players we've been scouting off our shortlist of players with contracts expiring in 2024. This feels like it has more players than it had on previously. I guess players are a lot more willing to Well, consider joining us now. I know a few of these players have probably just renewed their contracts, so we've got to be wary of that. Although, actually, looking at it, all of these players with contracts expiring this year, Terry Taylor is the highest rated. He's 23 years old, on loan from Wolverhampton Wanderers. Tezza, do you want to have a chat? No. Oh, well, that bodes well. Apparently, we don't have the financial muscle to meet his demands. That feels like a dig, doesn't it? Let's sort by value. Who is the most valuable player here? It's a Liverpool youngster who he doesn't look that good. Who is Michael Robinson? He doesn't look that good. Let's just go back to the scout reports. That was a better way of doing things, I think. If we go to, I think it's Shortlist V2. It is Shortlist V2. So Guion Turner, that's definitely not how you say his name. Plays for Man City. He's got 3 to 11 finishing. He's got very good first touch and good pace. Star player. I feel like I'd want to scout him before I commit to signing him. He wants a release clause in his contract. I don't like that. I'm not putting release clauses in unnecessarily. This could be a very long pre-season. Obviously, I'm not going to cover everything today, but I think it's important to show you kind of my initial foray into what's available. Elliot Spence, you're very good, my friend. You play out on the right as a right winger. Very, very quick. Who's interested in him? Hull, Towlaw, Wigan. One of those teams is not like the others. I'll let you decide which it is. If you said Hull, you were correct because their name alphabetically is in the first half of the alphabet. Right, he wants to treat the club as a stepping stone. That ain't happening. He wants a big wage rise. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. Let's just see. Just star player? Just star player. He likes that. He wants £1,900 wages. That's... 1.7 even. That's quite a lot. And also these release clauses. Ugh. No thank you. How much could we offer him? Up to 1.8. I guess that's nice. But it's a little much. How good's this guy? Jude Russell. You're a very good right back, Jude. A very good right back. Although you're on £6,000 a week. That's always going to be a little bit of a trouble and a struggle to convince you to join. I mean, from the looks of it, there's lots of players with contracts expiring, which is all very exciting, but it's going to be a busy pre-season of hunting out players, folks. The fact we've turned professional means that I might be able to attract some players from Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland. I did that a little bit, obviously, with the likes of Bar joining us this year. But I couldn't attract anyone from the top flight leagues of those countries. Shall we have a look? I don't know. Who is like the big team in Wales? The New Saints. Have you got anyone? Noah Daly. They've got a few players here. Headley, 19 years old, capped at under 20 level for Ireland. I can't just approach to sign him. Is there anyone on their team who I can approach to sign just to test things out? They've got a player with a contract that expired 4 years ago. That's interesting. Henry Jones, approach to sign. Okay, so they are actually interested in joining us. That might change things, but I need to really have an extensive look. I guess a good place to start would be with kind of the national teams and the youth teams. There's a few players who I have scouted here, but they all play for a lot bigger teams. There's this chap here who's a free agent. You're not on anyone's books. 4 under 21 caps for Wales. I don't know how good he's going to be. He was playing for Barry Town. How much do you want? Okay, well, apparently we don't have the financial muscle. But we'll keep an eye on him. Maybe we'll offer him a trial. I realise that this episode's kind of gone off the rails. I don't know what I was expecting to happen in this episode because it's just such a weird one. I've never had a series where suddenly we've had a tycoon takeover. I mean, we're just sat... I was about to say with 1.5 million. It's dropped off because of all the facility upgrades, but we're just sat with a load of money in the bank. I can't ask for a larger wage budget, although I can ask for increased transfer revenue. I'm just going to keep using these chat options. Apparently, if I say we're scared of our rivals, he listens to me. Clearly, he is fearful of the mighty... Who's the biggest team in this division this year? The mighty Woking. Interestingly enough, we are predicted to finish second in the league. That feels unjust and feels like the pressure is being added to me. I guess that's just because of the overall quality of our squad. If we look at the overall league season preview... okay, so we've got Mampala in the starting 11 and also Gouda, who I did decide to sign, the really versatile Liverpool player. He has joined us. He's quite Gouda. And, well, that's evident by the fact that he's in the Media Dream 11. I think he's going to play at centre-back this year. That might mean that Younger starts on the bench, which I'm a little bit guilty, or feel guilty about, but I can't have any sentimental stuff going on here. I'm in a little bit of shock, everyone. This is a very highly unusual episode for me. It's not going to be the normal start of season episode. I'm all over the place emotionally and mentally. How should I feel? How do you feel about it? I guess that's a good question to ask. It doesn't seem like the finances have been upgraded too crazily. I would really, really like to upgrade the facilities. If we are going to shoot up the leagues, one of the big struggles when you start getting to the Premier League is homegrown players, especially if that first year you break up into Europe. You don't have homegrown players at club because you've shot up through the league so quickly. There's very few players who have spent 3 years, under the age of 21 in your team. So maybe that's something that we can address. Smoljo, by the way, the player who we agreed to sign at the start of last year but couldn't join us until he's 18, he's joined us, the Croatia under-21 international goalkeeper. He's now listed as our hot prospect. What's his potential like? EFL Championship quality. You love to see it. He has a realistic outlook on things. Good head on his shoulders. He's on £30 a week. We might have to give him a new contract. See, he's the kind of player who could be here for the foreseeable future. I think he would get homegrown status as well. Right, I feel bad because this has been a very weird episode, but I'm sure you can understand just how I'm feeling right now. Mentally, emotionally, I'm a little all over the place. I'm going to use this Sunday to collect myself, a day of rest. We'll be back tomorrow to start Season 6 properly. I do hope you enjoyed the intro to this video. I apologise for the fact it's gone off the rails, this episode, and that's mainly because my head is completely off the rails. Madness. We've a TYCOON takeover at the team that I'm managing. I'm going to miss Sandra. That's the bottom line. We could approach to Sandra. Do you want to join us as a scout? She would actually be a good scout, he says, very loosely. We'll bring her back. We'll try and make it happen, everyone. I'll add her to the staff shortlist. Hashtag bring back Sandra. Get it down in the comments if you want to see a return. I'm going to go and sleep on this. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I don't know how to feel. It's all a little bit too much. Yeah, it's me, Jack, and I'll see you tomorrow. I'm out. Help me, I don't even know my own outro.